Hello book besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ash. This is my candle that's making noises, and you are watching Smoke Shelves. As the title suggests, I have a really bad book buying problem. Like a really bad book buying problem. It is not great. Yeah, I've been like secretly buying books for the last 4 months and just not saying anything about that. Mostly because I was sending them all here because I can't really keep all those books with me at school. So they've been here collecting dust, if you will. But I am home now and my plan is to haul all these books for you. Gonna do my best to remember everything, but I have a lot to go through. I honestly don't know if I've caught everything that I've bought in the last couple months. Mainly the stuff that's over there. I want to make sure that I have, like I know for a fact that I don't have all those books with me back here in the States anymore. Specifically maybe I have one book that is still in the UK, but it's okay. I am just glad to be back with my shelves. They are gonna need some reorganizing to put all these beautiful books on my shelves. And it may look like I have space, but I really don't. Yep, don't worry about that. That'll be a later video. For now, let's just get into the haul. I am breaking down this video into books that I had pre-ordered, books that I had picked up in Edinburgh or over in the UK and just have brought home, and then a few books that have been gifted to me, but not really. I'll explain as I get to those. Those are everything. Those are the 3 main categories. I really hope I don't forget anything. Let's just jump straight into the book haul. Starting off, I have one of my most anticipated reads of the year. First book is not over here. It's over on my favorite shelves over there, so you cannot see it, unfortunately. I will be reading this while I'm home. No doubt in my mind. And that is my regular edition of Barnes & Noble. Actually, I keep messing up, but I swear I mean to say Barnes & Noble edition of Our Violent Ends. I'm not really sure what makes it different. I assume there's some bonus content, but look at this beauty in all her glory. It is my first time like seeing this in person. My lovely hardcover. Yeah, I'm literally just now noticing for some reason my dust jacket is like slightly off. I think that's really funny. If you haven't heard any of my many previous videos where I will not shut up about it, basically this is a Romeo and Juliet retelling, but it takes place in 1920s Shanghai, and there's a little bit of a fantasy element to it. It is second chance, enemies to lovers, and there's queer characters and multiple POVs, and it is just so good. Anything special on the bottom? No, but it is gorgeous red. Ooh, and there's like a dragon embossing. So, can you see it? No. Oh well. I promise you there's a little bit of a dragon embossed into it. I still have my fairyloot edition on its way. I don't know when it'll be arriving, but one day it will, and my 2 beautiful sets of these books will be complete. For now, one of my 2 sets are complete. I also did the pre-order campaign because I had proof that I bought a regular edition and not just a fancy fairyloot edition. So I have not seen the print in person, but I have my letter here. So let's just open it up together. So that is open. What is, oh, there's 2 prints. I was not expecting 2 prints. If you've done the campaign, you know what's in here, but I have no clue. I've been trying not to see what's been in here. Oh my god, wait. Stop. Those are incredible. I love these art. I love these art prints. Holy crap, they match the vibes of the room so well. I'm obsessed with this. Definitely going on the bookcase. This next book is another pre-order. I'm starting with my pre-orders, so I have 3 of those. So 2 more. This next pre-order is, I believe, going to be a trilogy. I've also just recently mentioned the next book in the series for my 2022 anticipated releases, which I will link up in that corner. And this one is The Gilded Cage by Lynette Nani. I actually got that right this time. Sorry, Lynette. I'm so sorry. Your name always just gets to me. I was not expecting the spine to look like this. Wow, I'm in love. So I was expecting more of that like bluish, blackish color, but nope, it's this like tan color. I love it. I'm so excited to have this. Another book I will be making sure I read before I go back to school. I kind of give a synopsis in that video. Our main character that we are following, she is a prisoner, and this prison is just very notorious for being like a cruel environment. You don't really last long in it because there's forced labor, and she ends up getting picked to go through these trials, and she has 4 trials to go through. That is, like I said last time, all I'm going to really say about this. There's a cast of characters. We have actually a disabled character in this book, which I love. I think they have a stutter. I legitimately don't remember, but I do know they do have some disability. Side character. The twist at the end of the first book left me reeling, so I'm very excited for this book. Okay, so the last book that I have pre-ordered that has arrived to me, because I have a 4th book that has been pre-ordered and has just not been published yet because there are publishing issues going on, and so I totally understand that. But the last book that has been published and has arrived to my house is Kingdom of the Curse by Carrie Maniscalco. This first book, Kingdom of the Wicked, has to do with the princes of hell. Wrath, envy, greed, I don't actually know all their names, but we meet Wrath in the first book, and actually we also meet Pride. 7 Deadly Sins. There we go. That's the terms I was looking for. The 7 Princes of Hell, or the 7 Deadly Sins, and we follow Amelia. She is a witch and basically ends up encountering the Prince of Hell, Wrath. Yeah, and they have to solve what's going on in the town. And that's all I'm gonna say about this, because I think you should just go into it blind, honestly. It was great. I was a little bit worried that I wouldn't like Terry Maniscalco's writing, because I've heard such mixed things about Stalking Jack the Ripper, but because I really enjoyed Kingdom of the Curse, Kingdom of the Wicked, I'm sure I'm gonna love Kingdom of the Curse. It makes me want to go back and read Stalking Jack the Ripper. This is another book that is highly anticipated. I don't know how many books are gonna be in the series, but I will keep reading them as they come out because I'm invested in Amelia and Wrath. I know this one is a new adult release, while the first one was a young adult release. Moving on to special editions that I've bought that are also technically pre-orders, but not really. For this trilogy, they're a set of companion novels. I have not actually read any of them yet, but I think I will absolutely love them. They're very popular right now in the romance world. They look incredible, and I've been needing to get into this author. So I have the illumicrate editions of Get Out Like Chloe Brown, Take a Hint Danny Brown, and Act Your Age Eve Brown. Wow, that was incredible. I actually did not think I was gonna get that right. So let me just flip the other side. Flip to the other side. Okay, that's legit adorable. They're all signed and they all say something different. I was worried the spread edges will look a lot more neon in person, but they're honestly not that bad. I am very excited to read these sometime soon. Moving on to my next set of fancy editions. These are stunning. I've been waiting for these forever. Like, I ordered these in March. That's how long it's been. These are the fairyloot editions of From Blood and Ash. Oh my god. From Blood and Ash, The Crown of Gilded Bones, and A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire. I've not read these series yet either, but my friend loves the series and has been hounding me to read these books. And when I saw that Fairyloot was doing these, I had to. I know they are trash, but I'm ready to be the raccoon for the dumpster, you know? And I don't know if these are the right order. I legitimately think these are the wrong order. I think it should be black, red, black, but that's definitely supposed to be black, red, black, but it's fine. While I'm doing this, what I do know is that these books follow Poppy, and Poppy is meant to be like a maiden, and she's supposed to be very pure. She's supposed to go through like an ascension ceremony, but she meets Bodyguard along the way, and things happen from there. And I know a little bit about what's going on in the books, but I don't know everything. Let's take a look inside these editions. So for Blood and Ash, this is the cover of From Blood and Ash. We've got the swords, the top, the bottoms, under the dust jacket. Dust jacket art, incredible foiling. The other two are very similar. Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, the spine under the dust jacket, it matches the red. Dust jacket art, and then again, incredible foiling. The Crown of Gilded Bones, same type of spine. Let's look under the dust jacket. Yep, black that matches the sword. And then this is the dust jacket art. Again, incredible foiling. I'm literally blown away by these editions. They are maybe going to be my most prized possessions, even if I don't end up loving the books the way other people do. I think these are just incredibly stunning, and I'm grateful to have been able to afford purchasing these and getting my hands on them in the first place, because they're limited. So I just forgot, but they're all signed. If I can find the page. Yep. They're all signed by Miss JLA herself. My pre-order for the Fairyloot edition of Gilded by Marissa Meyer also came in the mail like a few days later. So that is just a photo that I took that is a sneak peek for my Bookstagram sometime soon. So peep my gram. Let's move on to a couple of books that I picked up for myself over these past few months. Let's do it in order because I can actually remember that. It's not that many. Let me just go grab them. Okay, I'm back. And the first book, if you would have watched my previous I Read 3 up in this corner, I'll put that video. It includes this book that I picked up specifically for that video, but it was one of my most anticipated reads of the year. So regardless, I would have probably bought a physical copy, but I did buy that physical copy. I love this book, so I'm grateful that I bought it for this, and that was Iron Widow. Seriously though, like this dust jacket, this whole like wraparound art, incredible. I don't even know how to explain it. Go watch that video. I think I explained it there, but if I don't, we are following Zaichin. At the start of the book, she is enlisting into the army to become a concubine wife to potentially pilot suits of armor that are powered by human chi. She is going to enlist to be a concubine wife, but her reasoning to do it is because her sister was killed by one of the pilots that mans a main very powerful chrysalis. Zaichin really believes that it was not because of being in the piloting system. She has a feeling that he murdered her beforehand, and so she is looking to prove it and kill him and that is where the book takes off, and it follows her journey as she grapples with the aftermath of her experience trying to become a concubine. Was that maybe the worst synopsis of this book? Yes. Should you read it still? Also yes. The next book that I got is unfortunately still in Edinburgh, so I don't have my physical copy on me. It is a book that I picked up because I saw so much hype around it on TikTok, and I'm easily swayed. But basically that book is A Broken Blade, which is, at the time, I bought it when it was still anonymous. The author was anonymous. I don't know who the author is. I think it's like Meredith something. I don't know what this book is about, but I can tell you that the gimmick was basically this author is someone who was on BookTok, and they created this book. Well, they wrote the book, and the way they marketed it was anonymous, and they would send riddles through their PR packages, and they would send riddles on their TikTok page that they made for the book, and basically just have people try to guess who they are. And it was a great gimmick. I think there was a very smart way of going about marketing your indie pub book, because I think a lot of people bought the book that probably would have never been introduced to it, including me. So no book with me and no synopsis to share. The last and most recent book that I purchased for myself in these past couple months has been a book that has been on my radar for many months. Very recently, I feel like got some good hype, and I feel like that keeps happening with books I'm really into. Actually, a signed edition, and I picked this book up at Gaze a Word, so it's queer if you didn't know yet, and that is A Marvelous Light by Freya Marsk. From what I gather, it's basically gay magicians. Let me actually read the synopsis for this one. I forgot about this. I got a little Gaze a Word bookmark. Oh, that's so cute. It's gonna go in my little, I have a little cup down here. It's gonna go in that. Let me read the synopsis for this. Young Baronet Robin Blythe was already in a spot of a brother. He's struggling to be a decent older brother and a responsible employer, and to rescue the estates ravaged by his late parents' excesses. Then an administrative mistake appoints him parliamentary liaison to a secret society, and he discovers magic lies beneath the reality he's always known. Soon Robin must contend with magic's dangers as well as its beauty. As he tries to find his missing predecessor, he attacks a deadly curse. To navigate these hazards, he'll need the help of Edward Corsi, his prickly magical society counterpart, but his aloof associate clearly wishes Robin were anyone and anywhere else. Drawn together by unexpected perils, Robin and Edwin will discover a mystery as old as the power that binds the land, a plot that threatens every magician in the British Isles, and a secret that some have already detected. And so I picked up that book at Gaze a Word. It looks incredible. Like I said, gay magicians. What more do you really want than that tagline? Like I said, it was a signed edition. So that's the signature. I went into Gaze a Word with the intention of only buying one book, and I didn't know what book I was going to buy, and I saw that this was there, and I saw that it was signed, and I was like, yes, this is a high priority book on my TBR, but like so is everything. Okay, and so the last section of books are books that I like been gifted to me, but also one has technically not been gifted. I bought it myself. You'll see what I mean. Things that have been given in some form or another from a person I know, whether I bought it from them or won it from them or was gifted it from them. This random section is everything else I didn't know where to fit in this section. Let's get started with a book that I bought that is actually on my shelves, and I think maybe you can't see it. It might just be on a frame, but it is right there. But that one is the ARC version of it. It is one of the few ARCs that I have. I won it in a Goodreads giveaway, and I'm so glad I did. It was one of my favorite books of the year. But this one was a book that I bought off of a friend from the illumicrate edition. They are just a generous person. Thank you, Riley. Seriously, thank you, Riley. They are just a generous person and gave me some extra things with it, and my heart is very full. And so that book is in this book sleeve, which is so cute, by the way. It's so cute. It looks like it has to do with the theme. I really think it does. I cannot tell in this lighting. It's kind of hard to see, but it looks like there are two spacemen and space theme stuff, and I'm just legitimately blind and this lighting is kind of bad. But anyways, that book is The Beauty That Is The Darkness Outside Us by Elliot Schreifer. We've got an art plate with it. Wow, incredible. Again, thank you, Riley. Author letter. So yes, that's the same design as the book sleeve, so I'm again gonna assume that they are the boys. And so like I'm grateful that this is the illumicrate edition because it is signed. Obviously the edition is I think the same as the regular edition, but I'm so happy to finally have this in my hands. I read this book back in like February or March, like a really long time ago at this point. I had just been putting off purchasing this book because I've just been lazy, and I've been seeing so many new releases and I'm like, I know I have an ARC and I want to support the author in some way. So I'm glad I was able to do that while also helping a friend put some money back in their pocket. I'm so glad I waited because it was meant to be. I snatched this up from them. And so yeah, let me just show you the signed book plate. The basic synopsis of this book. How do I do it justice? Without giving anything else away, how do I do it justice? We are following Kodiak and Ambrose, and they have been sent on a mission to go find life on a planet and save humanity. Ambrose wakes up kind of early from his stasis pod, and they're AI is basically saying, hey, I have a lot of tasks for you to do. Some stuff has gone on while you've been unconscious, so I've taken you out of the stasis so I can have you help out fixing the ship. And so they're both fixing the ship and they're just noticing things are going awry. Things are just not adding up. They are trying to figure out like what's going on, while also trying to navigate how to even be friends. They are from opposing nations, so they are really just trying to figure out how to survive and co-inhabit this place. That is all you need to know going into this. It's just these two boys trying to figure out how to co-inhabit their space. Yeah, space case, come on. Moving on, this next book I got winning a giveaway through Instagram from the lovely Jen at Perilous Pages. Thank you so much, Jen. I'm so excited to see the package. I have not opened it. I know the book obviously, but I have not opened up the package you gave me. I did read your letter. Thank you for that. Let's just take a moment to appreciate their little hand packaging. And I know they put some goodies in here. You can kind of see it. That's also another reason why I wanted to open up this on screen. You did an incredible job packaging this, let me just say. So before I get to the book, I will show you what they just sent me. And that is these bookmarks that they made. Look how cute. I'm obsessed. That's adorable. Then we have this stack of books. I know this is like a stack of their faves. And then this one says just one more chapter. And then finally we have 3 more books with a little illustration on the bottom. So the book is The Heartbreak Bakery by A.R. Capetta. This looks so cute, so stinking cute. I know Jen mentioned, yes, I was going to say, I know Jen mentioned that there are like recipe cards in the book that she gave, and so I'm grateful that they did this. It's like, actually, that's so cute. This book is very shiny. And yeah, so this is incredible. I love the colors. Like, look at that. It honestly looks like the Instagram logo. But is there anything on the inside? I have not seen this book in person. Oh, that's a really pretty pink. Yeah, I don't know too much about this. I know this was one of Jen's favorites, and they received 2 copies, so they gave away the second copy. And thank you, Jen, for shipping this over. Let me just read out the synopsis because I don't really know what this is about. I do know some like key points that it's like queer, and I think everyone in the cast of characters are queer. It's a bakery where everyone is queer, so that's all I know really. But let's read through it. Sid, no pronouns, please, has always dealt with big, hard to talk about things by baking. Being dumped is no different, except now Sid is working in the kitchen of the Proud Muffin, a queer bakery and community space in Austin. And everyone who eats Sid's breakup brownies breaks up, even Vin and Alec, who own the Proud Muffin, and their breakup might take the bakery down with it. Being dumped is one thing, causing ripples of queer heartbreak is another. But like Proud Muffin's cute bike delivery person, Harley, he or they, check the pronoun pin on the messenger bag, is the first person to really believe in Sid's magical baking, not to mention the first person to see that Sid isn't an agender cookie. And together, Sid and Harley are going to fix the romantic disasters caused by those brownies, one recipe at a time. Love the like casual non-binary rep and the casual just queer rep. I don't have much else to say. It just looks incredible and I cannot wait to read it. Thank you once again, Jen. I'm just going to show these final 2 presents together because they were gifted by 2 of my friends who are brothers, literally given to me today. So these are holiday presents. One of them gave me the first volume of Attack on Titan, and they said that they have volumes 2 and 3 on the way, just did not ship on time. And so I'm very excited. I have been meaning to get more into manga for like the longest time now because I do watch a bit of anime, and I did plan on watching the Attack on Titan anime with another friend of mine, and so this was a really good incentive. So I will definitely pick this up very soon because it is a manga. It will not take long to go through, but I know there's so many volumes, like so many volumes. This will be a feat to get through. I don't want to say anything about Attack on Titan because I know it gets spoiled really easily and I know nothing about it, so please don't say anything about it. Like, I've not seen the anime, I've not read the book obviously. Okay, and then finally, this book was given by the other brother, my other friend. I totally did not receive a text message from him a few days ago asking which of the volumes I have for this series. Totally did not happen. He got me Katara and the Pirate Silver comic in the Avatar series. I have it literally right up above out of frame. I have the library bindings for the main 6 volumes that are out for Avatar. I know I'm missing some stuff, but I have 6 of the volumes and I'm gonna get more eventually. I don't believe this will ever be in a library binding because it's just the one like sole comic. I'm very excited to read it again. It's, you know, very short. Avatar is a comfort show of mine, and I love that they're making more content in the form of comics. I think that is a great move for them. So yeah, that was the last book that I have. That is everything. Those are the many books and bookish things that I've been gifted and bought and given in the past many months. I'm gonna keep this outro really short because this video is probably already long enough as it is, filming forever, and I'm exhausted. I'm running on fumes right now because I traveled home today. Bear with me as I wrap up this video. If you like this video, please give it a big fat like down below. Comment down below any books that you are given for Christmas or for the holiday seasons if you don't celebrate Christmas. I do not personally. I celebrate New Year's, so these are my New Year's presents, mostly to myself from some other people. Like I said, comment down below what you've been gifted for the holiday season. I enjoy seeing what releases are on the holidays, seeing what I can get my hands on. It is a problem of mine. I really do have a book buying addiction. I need to stop. Like, actually, I need to go on a book buying ban. And finally, if you like my content, please, please, please consider subscribing. It would mean the absolute world to me if you did. So I really hope you stick around. I think that's everything I've got for you. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye.